History has been made at the Aero India Defence and Aerospace exhibition that opened this morning in the beautiful city of Bengaluru. For the first time ever, viewer, the world's premier stealth fighters, the American F-35 Lightning II and the Russian Su-57 Felon, are sharing the same airspace. It is a sight that not only stirs the soul of every aviation enthusiast, but underscores India's unique place in global geopolitics. And I'll explain why it's a marquee moment that you shouldn't miss. The Su-57, or the Sukhoi Su-57, and the F-35 generally have so far avoided being at the same air show due to geopolitical tensions and strategic concerns between the US and Russia, which have been there for decades. These two aircraft represent the pinnacle of stealth fighter technology for their respective nations, and their simultaneous presence could raise security and intelligence risks. Both aircraft are designed with advanced radar-evading capabilities, as you can see, and sophisticated avionics, making them prime targets for each other's electronic intelligence gathering. As a result, major international air shows often reflect these broader geopolitical realities, keeping these two competing fighters from sharing the same stage until today at Aero India 2025 in Bengaluru. This moment is not just about cutting-edge air power, it is about diplomacy in motion, a reflection of India's finely balanced relationship with both Washington and Moscow, and the fact that India is, let's not forget, an enormous market for imported weapons. In an era marked by deepening geopolitical fault lines, it is only in India that such an unprecedented convergence of enemy air power could actually take place. The presence of both these aircraft on Indian soil under the same skies is a testament to India's long-standing strategic autonomy and multi-alignment, a principle that has allowed India to engage productively with global powers without compromising on our own sovereignty and security. But while we celebrate this incredible aviation milestone, we must also acknowledge the harsh realities that define the air power landscape of today. Our neighbors to the north, China, have been rapidly modernizing their air force, unveiling a new generation of stealth fighters and expanding their aerial combat capabilities at an unprecedented pace. The air power gap between India and China is no longer a distant concern, it is a pressing reality of today. The need to ensure our very own air superiority has never been more urgent. It is in this context that India's Defence Minister has today reaffirmed the government's full commitment to the development of our own homegrown advanced medium combat aircraft, or AMCA. It's a stealth fighter which is on display for the first time as a full-scale mock-up, as you can see, at Aero India. It's not flying because it's not ready. It's on the ground as a model. The AMCA represents India's aspirations for technological self-reliance, a declaration that we will not merely be buyers of cutting-edge air power, but creators of it. However, even as we stand by this ambitious project, we must confront the hard facts, viewer. Official projections unveiled yesterday indicate that deliveries of the AMCA will only commence in 2036. That's 11 years from now. An eternity in the world of aviation, where generational shifts in technology occur in a fraction of that time. By then, the very definition of air superiority may have changed, and the pressing question before us is whether the AMCA, despite its promise, can remain relevant in the battles of the future. The Indian Air Force finds itself at a critical crossroads. Should we stay the course and rely solely on the AMCA, even as the world accelerates towards sixth-generation air combat and more? Or should we take the difficult turn and consider the possibility of importing stealth fighters to bridge the gap? To me, that's unthinkable. But is that a reality that India will have to face? It is a dilemma that demands serious introspection, for the choices we make today will determine whether India can secure its skies against future threats. As we witness the beautiful F-35 and Su-57 share the skies over Bengaluru in a historic moment today, perhaps history will remember when the world's most advanced fighters met here in India for the first time. And we did not just marvel at their presence, we charted the course of our own dominance in the skies.